Hi, my name is Ellie Tidman, and my presentation will be on the effect of the amount of time a leaf pack is in the water on leaf decomposition and macroinvertebrates. I would like to begin by thanking Mr. Dutton, who helped me create a way to execute this project and helped me with my statistical tests. I would also like to thank my family, who spent numerous hours creating these leaf packs with me, and also once a week went down to the stream to help me collect these leaf packs even when there was a strong current, or in some cases the water was up to our belly button. So first off, leaves accumulate naturally into packs in a stream due to overhanging trees or shrubs. These leaf packs provide a habitat for stream organisms, but more in particular macroinvertebrates. Artificial leaf packs are made as a way of introducing leaves for colonization of macroinvertebrates within a stream so that they can then be pulled out and identified. And macroinvertebrates are bugs that have no backbones and can be seen with the naked eye and are commonly used to tell water quality. So my dependent variable was time. I use this as my dependent variable because I've seen others who have done projects on leaf packs and there was no set time that they should be left in the water. The amount of time that leaf packs are left in the water can vary. The shortest amount of time that I used was 1 week, and the longest that I tested was 8 weeks. One of my dependent variables, was leaf decomposition. Previous studies have shown that 25% of the initial dry mass of a leaf is lost on the first day of it being in the stream. Typically only 3% of that leaf is left after 1 year of being in the water. And the breakdown of leaves and then their downstream movement is necessary for the health of macroinvertebrates. Another one of my dependent variables was the macroinvertebrates I found. Each species of macroinvertebrates has a role in the stream, such as a shredder, a collector, a gatherer, or a filter. Their species and numbers also help show the health of a stream. So I began by creating 48 leaf packs out of a mesh fabric, and 235 grams of leaves were put in each and weighed to make sure that they were 235 grams. And then there were rocks placed at the bottom so that they could be weighed down. They were placed in the Page Road stream part of the Mattaponi River in July in 6 different clumps. Each week for 8 weeks, 5 leaf packs were pulled, 1 from each clump. We lost several from the 6th clump, so in total we had 40 instead of 48. After being pulled, the leaf packs were sorted through, removing and identifying the macroinvertebrates that were found. And then after being sorted, the leaves were left to dry for 24 hours, and their dry mass was measured and recorded. My first null hypothesis was that the leaf decomposition for weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 would be equal. My first alternative hypothesis was that the leaf decomposition at week 1 would be less than that at week 2, 3, 4, and so on. My second null hypothesis was that the macroinvertebrates found, number and species, would be fairly consistent or equal for weeks 1 through 8, and my second alternative hypothesis was that the macroinvertebrates species and number at week 1 would be less than those of 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is my first graph that shows the effect of time on leaf decomposition. As you can see, there is a very clear trend of leaf weight on days. I need to add my p-value to this, but my p-value was less than 0.05, showing that the amount of days did have a significant effect on the leaf weight. My second graph shows the effect of time on the amount of macroinvertebrates. So these are inconsistent and the amounts varied over the weeks. I also need to add my p-value to this graph, but it was greater than 0.05, so the amount of time that a leaf pack was left in the water did not have a significant effect on the amount of macroinvertebrates. Here is going to be the Shannon-Weiner Diversity Index, which I still need to work on, but this measures the Shannon-Weiner Diversity Index is a measurement that accounts for both abundance and evenness of the species present, measuring the diversity of species in a community, and the higher the value, the higher the diversity. I also looked at species richness, which tells the number of different species in a community. I also used the Simpson's Diversity Index, which is similar to the Shannon-Weiner Index, and this tells us the diversity and number of species and their abundance. It uses a value, D, that ranges from 0 to 1, 1 being the highest diversity. With this, there are some applications. I will be able to tell the water quality of the stream on Page Road, which clearly I do not know right now. I will also be able to tell some future research, but that's not there yet. And then I will be able to tell the best amount of time to leave a leaf pack in the water if they want to find a specific species or a specific group of macroinvertebrates. But I do know that if you want to find the most macroinvertebrates, 4 weeks is the best amount of time to leave a leaf pack in the water.